phantom electric load is?
Maybe a little scary, but exciting.
Might be added onto my bill that I'm not aware of that I'm paying for.
Something that's hidden.
Welcome to the eSource PowerWalking video for 2007. This year we traveled to the popular tourist cities of Chicago and Washington, D.C., where we found people to talk to from all over North America. Everyone seems to want to talk about energy and the environment this year, but sometimes what they believe is true can really surprise you. What do you do to conserve energy?
We actually stood behind Richard daily with all the light bulbs. We just did that in our apartment. Changed them all to the energy.
To energy efficient light bulbs.
It doesn't really cross my mind.
We bought a new refrigerator.
Big recyclers.
You know, we are, and we're unplugging.
I mean, it's amazing how little energy you will consume if you just decide that you're going to regulate it and not let it regulate you.
Carpooling, that's a big one. We could carpool, reduce the amount of things we use, such as glass.
Instead of
Recycle, basically. In other terms, recycle.
Yeah. Open the windows and turn on the fans at night. Turn off the AC during the day.
What do you guys think is causing global warming?
CO2 emissions and a lot of other pollution with cars and trucks and buses.
Well, I think that we're in trouble. The whole world is in trouble, and we're destroying our own earth because of the fact that we're not taking care of our environment.
Along the same lines, it's not that big a deal. I mean, I know that we scientists and everything think that it's going to destroy the earth, but you know, we're only on Earth for a temporary time anyway. So, you know, in perspective of eternity, it's a short little area, you know, compared to...
I don't think it's really that good, because in the wintertime when all the snow melts, the polar ice caps melt and the polar bears die off, and the sea level rises.
Do you all have any of these new light bulbs that use less energy?
Yeah, I think we do actually, yeah.
What do they look like?
How do I explain it? They're not like a full light bulb. Some of them swirl and stuff. Yeah.
It's more like a partial light bulb.
Yeah, exactly.
The twisty ones?
Yeah.
They're kind of like this. It looks just like a light bulb, only it's like a little funky swirl in it.
Yeah, it's like swirly.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
How many do you have?
Every place. My husband went through every lamp. The thing is that sometimes you walk out with pants that are not the color that you thought you had on, but that's a minor sacrifice.
Do you have any compact fluorescent light bulbs?
Yes.
Where do you put those?
I put them in the light socket.
Yeah, the swirly light bulb things.
Yep. Because we call them compact fluorescent lamps, and that's a mouthful. We'll just call them the swirly
light bulb things.
Swirly light bulb
because
things.
I actually tried to remember the compact fluorescent thing, and I couldn't, even though I am brilliant in some areas.
We do, the spirally shaped ones. Yeah.
Shouldn't you have some of those?
Well, I think we're going to be forced to, because I think they're banning the incandescent bulbs in our province by a certain date down the road.
If the utility offered something called load management, do you know what that would be?
No idea.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like you're paying for what you use.
Sounds like something related to maybe roaming, like those roaming blackouts that they did.
Oh, load management. Maybe managing the time that people use energy.
Would you be interested in turning your air conditioner off on hot summer afternoons, maybe just 10 afternoons?
I'd rather have the choice on that one instead of them pulling the plug on me. No, I've got 3 kids at home. They would protest loud and long.
I guess if everybody else was, then I will. But I'm not going to be the only one doing it.
I mean, why would my energy company want me to do that? I mean, would it really make a difference?
Well, they might be able to not build one more power plant, for example.
I mean, I'd be willing to consider doing that.
No.
Why not?
We have animals in the house, but no, they need to be in a cool environment, so.
Okay. Have they told you that?
No, but, they're my babies. They're my furry animals, so.
And what if you could...
our children.
Okay. What if you could save 10% on your energy bill? Would you consider it?
Oh, absolutely.
As long as the house is cooled off probably by, 6 or 7, about 7 or 8 o'clock, that's fine.
Okay, what if they paid you like $10 a month to control your air conditioner on 2 days a month?
I probably wouldn't go for that. Maybe 20, 30. $10 isn't that big a deal.
Do you know what a phantom electric load is?
No, I don't, to answer your question, but phantom would mean that it's some type of a, something that's hidden.
Something I found out interesting is I would always unplug my cell phone, but leave the cord plugged into the wall. I found out that that's bad. That's now causing global warming. So I undo that now.
Well, that's a good example why the utility companies should get more involved and educate us on that. Because I'm sure if people knew, they would unplug those plugs when they're not charging something.
Phantom power. That's like a new energy drink, isn't it?
Could you name some of the phantom loads in your house?
Well, I have 2 computers, so I guess there will be 2 modems. Okay, well, I mean, you know, you got we got 5 TVs. So
How many of those do you think you have in your house?
Oh, quite a few. Probably upwards of 20. Probably.
Yeah. If you had a minute to talk to the president of your utility company, what would you tell him or her?
If I had a minute, I would say to explore more energy efficient production, explore more wind, try to get off coal as much as possible, not to increase nuclear power because we have nuclear power. Give consumers more options to reduce their power consumption, but also keep their costs down.
I would say that awareness is the first step, but I think that we live in a day where people thrive off of rewards and incentives.
Look into more alternative sources of energy.
I think they should do a better job of letting us know how we could be more energy efficient.
He's in jail.
Lower the prices, speak to the consumer. We're being, they just go up. They supposedly have these hearings, but we don't hear about them till real late.
Well, if it took 30 seconds to get to the second floor, I'd ask him why he has such a slow elevator. Why is that?
Maybe tell them that they should offer everybody the chance to have an energy audit in their home.
Put some more research and development money into renewable resources and maybe some more fairs to get more people educated about it.
Don't give them more money to the politicians and lower our prices.
If your utility was an animal, what kind of animal would it be?
A lion.
Because?
It just eats everything. An elephant, because there's a lot.
It would be a swarm of locusts.
Why?
They don't really seem to have much regard for the impact that they have on the environment. It's all about squeezing as much money as they can without making an investment in making the world a better place.
Well, it has to be an animal. Can we make something up?
No, make something up. Make up
something dressed in like a green dollar to steal money from us, or what? I don't know, like a costume.
Maybe it's like an amoeba, a single-celled animal that has a unit purpose and tries to surround all its customers.
What kind of dog?
Oh, I don't know, but you can spend as much on it as you want.
I think like a snake, because snakes use venom to kill their prey.
A panther, because it sneaks up on you and it's deadly, because you don't really know how much you're using until you use too much.
It would not, I don't think it's rapacious. People probably tell you lions or tigers that come and eat it out. I don't think that's it. I think they do the best they can.
If someone asks you about something called real-time pricing for electricity, what does that sound like it is?
Real time. Before you use it?
Current pricing, what they're generating at present.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with you pay yearly for so many hours of whatever electricity, whatever. I think that's what it is.
So would you be interested in being on a rate that varied if maybe you could save some money, but it might go up sometimes?
Well, we just pay. The way we
you're
pay
on a
our
budget.
bills.
We're on a budget
We're not
anyways.
not on electric. On gas, we're on a budget.
Okay. It's hard to say. I'd have to,
I'd
experience
have to,
it.
Yeah, I'd have to kind of weigh and see if it was cost effective.
Man, I'd have to really think about that one, because you talked about the utility costs and how they adjusted, and I'd have to trust the utility companies before I could really say that.
Have you heard of real-time pricing?
Not really.
Well, real-time pricing really has a lot to do with the loading order of the power plants, because there's like base load power plants that are typically coal or nuclear, and then there's intermediate plants. There's the peakers, which are typically gas turbines. The prices of the fuel input for all these, and it depends upon the heat rate as well. So well, anyway, because at nighttime only the base load power plants run, then the prices can be pretty low. Are you with me here? Real-time pricing will give consumers the information that they need to be able to turn appliances off and on exactly at the right time to help the energy system. So you can sign up for real-time pricing. If you can sign up for real-time pricing, then you might be able to save a little bit on your energy bill. So maybe 5%, sir? If you can save 5%, well, they weren't that interested in real-time pricing, but it could save them 5 to 10% on their energy bill.